About 5 years ago, I was speaking at Camper Park, and it was a fundraiser with State Fry, and I got up and jokingly, there's 13 people talked in front of me, and I got up and I said, oh, when I get down to Madison, I'm going to cut the money out of K-12 education, and I'm going to stop senior care and badger care. And everybody's sitting there with their mouth hanging open, oh my God, what did we do? We got a Republican to run. And I said, oh, somebody gave me Judy's campaign speech, Judy Chrysler. Little did I know that here it'd be 5 years later, and they're doing exactly those things. They must have found that speech when I threw it away. So anyway, so here's my good friend and our good friend, State Senator Dave Hansen.
Thank you, everyone. It's a very interesting time, as you all know. But I think Rich said it well, and Jim followed up and said it very well. It is about us. It is about we, the people. It is not about one man running the state of Wisconsin, and my way of thinking, running it into the ground. I want to thank the Brown County Party for their awesome support. I want to thank my wife Jane, who's with us, for all that she did when we were out of here. I'll say it again, on February 17th, when we left the state to go to the land of Lincoln, we did the right thing.
Yes!
It can be said it was good enough for Abe Lincoln when he was in the Senate in Illinois. He ducked out on a vote as well, so we were following his example. But it truly was, when we decided on February 16th, it was about defending working men and women in this state, and hopefully trying to prevent the total elimination of the middle class. In 3 short days, what Governor Walker wanted to do was to take away 50-plus years of collective bargaining. Back in 1959, in a bipartisan way, the legislature came together to put collective bargaining in place. And it would be said, and it is said, because he was one of the 14, Fred Risser was there. That's a true story. He's been in the legislature for 55 years. He is the longest standing legislator in the whole country. And he was a joy to be with. His courage, his go to it and stay with it was just amazing. And not only the elimination of collective bargaining, but our state, the most progressive state in the United States. Over 100 years of a progressive tradition. First state to have workers' comp. First state to have unemployment compensation. And one of the first states to join Social Security. The Fab 14, as we were called, we weren't heroes, but we did start the ball rolling, and we handed the baton off. And what they did in Madison and what they did throughout this state and other states was truly amazing. A movement did happen. And we'd like to see it, rather than a Fab 14, we'd like it to be the tremendous 20. Now think about that. I don't know if it's doable. Add the 6 Republicans that are under recall, and we're at 20. We'll be happy to get 3, but 6, my gosh, that is truly a dream. One of the more interesting stories, and I've told this one before, about my good friend and colleague, Senator Julie Lawson. Her husband called her from where they live in central Wisconsin, and called Julie and said, well, Rush Limbaugh has accused us, the other 13, of kidnapping Senator Lawson. The truth was, she had the car, she had the keys, I didn't have a car, we didn't want to have all those cars there, Mark Miller didn't have a car, she kidnapped us. But it was a unique story. And the other thing we really wanted, we wanted Julie to get captured with one of those warrants so that she would have a mugshot, 7 months pregnant, with an unbelievable picture. But anyway, they couldn't find a way to arrest us or do the warrants, but it was a very interesting time. We always talked about having a retreat. Well, we had one. But while we were there, as you noticed, we were on TV, we were on the radio, we were in the papers, we were working really, really hard to stay in touch. And we really hoped from the beginning that some of the Republicans would use their good judgment. And they didn't have any, except for Senator Schultz. Very sad day that all these people that had supported workers' rights throughout their career backed off and would not stand against Governor Walker. They were afraid. If you're interested, we have a Facebook that's Stand with Senator Hansen. We made over 1,000 people today that are interested in standing with me. And we knew when we left, maybe not to the degree that we'd be facing a recall in July, that there would be consequences. And what the governor did to this state, can you say polarizing? I'm either a 1 on the good side or a 5 on the negative side. There doesn't seem to be any in between. But we really believe when the public workers gave up, what, $340 million, that the governor would say, okay, I won, I'm going to take your money. And then the conversation came with whom he thought was David Koch, and that was all about, after the Super Bowl, I was going to drop the bomb. I was going to level collective bargaining and take it away for all time. And now, on Tuesday of this week, it's already passed the Assembly. There is a bill that's going to hurt us a lot. And we got to do whatever we can to try to amend it. The Assembly tried to amend it 50 times. It is not voter ID. It is, in fact, voter suppression. It is plain awful. In this budget that just absolutely decimates public education to well over $1 billion in cut, $250 million cut to the university, and splitting the Madison campus from the university system, which is evil and wrong, $70 million in cuts to the tech schools, $500 million cut to senior care, pageant care, and MA, programs that we couldn't be prouder of, where 95% of the people in this state are insured. What the governor has talked about, protecting the people on the top, is not fair, it's not balanced, it's not respectful. And it certainly isn't shared sacrifice or shared responsibility. It has been from the beginning about vilifying teachers, correction officers, garbage men, snowplow operators. Anybody in public service was vilified. And that is a sad, sad day when that happens. We all worked hard, we took less money for better benefits, but that was called negotiations. So some people say that politics and government is about the wealthy. I say it's about seniors. I say it's about our children. I say it's about our veterans. And it certainly is about our working class and maintaining them and giving them an opportunity to buy the goods that are being produced. The late Senator Paul Wellstone said that politics is not about power, it's not about money, but it's about doing good for people. And we must get back to that, and we can do that and get some balance in Madison by taking over the state Senate from the Republicans. So, tonight, and until July 12th, if the election actually happens, taking back our state starts right here. I will need every one of you and your support financially, knocking on doors, making phone calls, whatever you can do. And hopefully you can do all three, but if you can do any one of those, it would be greatly appreciated. I can't do it without you. We do have envelopes up back there if anybody wants to participate in our campaign, or show up on West Mason, on Gross and Mason, and help out. I can't do it without you, as I mentioned. And in one word, we must do it together. And one of the favorite things I hear in Madison is they sing every lunch hour. They talk about one word, and it's all about being together, and it is solidarity. Thank you. my great pleasure to introduce to you a great friend of mine, outstanding congressman, and hopefully getting back to Washington and do what's right for our state. As I said, a great friend of all of you, Congressman Steve Kagan.